estate market is showing no signs of cooling off, so be sure you have friends on the inside, like our friend Tara Fletcher joining us today from the Jim Allen Group. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So we know options are limited out there, right? So should a buyer really be looking into resale homes or new construction homes right now?
They should actually be looking into both.
Both.
They go in, normally they go in knowing which one they want, but sometimes it changes. You know, if you know that you want a time frame, then you probably want to do new construction. You can control it a little more.
Okay.
But if you need a move-in ready home, then we're going to stick with the resale.
Okay, yes, and I did just go through this experience not that long ago, and we kind of did look at both, and we were just trying to make one or the other work in this market. You kind of have to be flexible, right?
Yep.
So let's talk about some of the advantages and disadvantages of each. We'll start with new construction. What would you say are some of the advantages of doing new construction?
Well, it's new.
Yes.
So just think of a new home as a new car version of new.
Yeah.
So who doesn't like that, right?
Shiny and new. Yeah, smells good.
Yep, everything is new. You have warranties on that particular property. You have warranties on your appliances where you're not going to have on a resale. So that's always good. And you go in and you don't have to do anything.
Right, right. There's no fixins. It's just perfect when you walk in the door. Well, we hope perfect when you walk in the door. All right, so what are some of the disadvantages you would say of working with new construction?
A new construction, working with that would probably be that if you want to move in right now, if it's a new build, you can't do it.
Yeah.
So you really want to know.
You have to know that extended time.
Right.
Yeah. You have to have the time to build the house or finish the house, of course. So what is the process? How is it different when you're working with buying new construction?
How is it different as opposed to maybe a year ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so new construction, a lot of times you may find that the builder is not going to put that property on the market until it has gotten to a certain stage.
Right.
Whereas before you could go say, hey, I want this property, let me do a builder deposit, you make your offer, and that's fine. But now once they go in, you may not be the only one competing for that property, even on new construction. That can be kind of interesting, to say the least, but you just have to know. You just have to have an agent that really can know what to do.
So let's talk about the advantages then and disadvantages of working with the resale market, with resale homes. What would you say are the advantages?
Of a resale? Okay, so the community is already there. You have the landscape, the streetscape is great. You have full trees, you have landscape that's there. The amenities have been in place. You don't have to worry about that. You're going to know that it's move-in ready. The only thing you have to worry about is maybe the closing requirements. After that, you can move in with 30 days or more.
Okay, so the timeline's much shorter on those, of course. So what would you say are some of the disadvantages then of working in that resale market?
Well, risk. You may go in and have to do some upkeep. You may not have a new roof. You may need to put in some money on the HVAC. You may have to, let's say you have hardwood floors and you don't know what the previous owner has done. You go in and you may have some scuffs. You're not going to have that in a new construction.
Right. Everything's brand new there. So again, how is the process different from a year ago when you're purchasing resale homes?
Okay, so there's a lot more due diligence.
Okay.
Money.
Yeah, money.
So money is the big thing. So when you see a resale, just think, okay, this is the starting price. This is not the final price. You're going to be competing with a lot of people, and you just have to think about it. There's not a lot of earnest money that goes down now. You're thinking more money is going to come into your over asking price. You're going to have to do the due diligence, which is expected. Okay.
Right.
And then if it doesn't appraise, then you're going to have to meet that. So there's more money involved in a resale. Okay, yes. Than it was a year ago.
That is, I mean, it has been a crazy market, but for both markets, but really resale does seem to be on fire because people want to move. They want to get into a home. They just don't have those long timelines. So what would you say is best for a first-time home buyer? If they're looking into home buying for the first time, should they be looking resale or new construction?
It depends. It depends on their financial situation. If they have the funds saved up and they know they want this resale and they can compete, then get the resale. However, it's going to be a lot cheaper. I want to say cheap. That's not the right word, but it's going to be less expensive and less money coming out of your pocket if you do a new build because you're dealing with the builder deposit, and that's it.
Right. Very, very good information. I appreciate the help. I think I better understand things now. So how can folks reach out to you and the team at the Jim Allen Group for help navigating this tricky market? Okay, you can call me, Tara Fletcher, at 919-200-5616 and jimallen.com. Perfect. Thank you again so much for being here.